is the former UFC flyweight champion making his return to action at UFC 323 in a very exciting match against Tatsuro Taira. It is my great pleasure to welcome in today Brandon Moreno. Brandon, how are you?
Eso es. What's up, my man? It's nice to be here with you, brother.
Absolutely. So I see, by the way, I see you're rocking a secret lab chair. That's what I got too. You like the secret lab chair.
Super comfortable, brother. It's super nice. More when you're playing video games and you have this little, I don't know how to say, like this thing. Super nice.
Very nice. What games are you playing right now?
Right now I start playing Warzone. I started doing streaming on Kick. So right now I'm playing Warzone, but I don't know, man. I'm trying to start playing another different games. Any recommendation? I'm
Uh
not open.
I'm trying. I think Battlefield is the one recently that I've been on. So
Man, are you good in that one? I tried Battlefield, but I mean I'm terrible in that one.
I have a lot of friends who do it, and they kind of they kind of got me onto it. So
Okay,
I'm
okay.
not great, but thanks to them, I'm better.
Man, no, man, I'm terrible. So I stopped playing Battlefield and keep playing Warzone.
Yeah, there's all good stuff. All good stuff. Now, before we get to the fight stuff, I know you are a big collector. You can probably see behind me. I'm a big collector too. What's the newest addition to the collection?
Some Pokemon cards. I like the little statues for the decoration, and nothing, man. Like I have a lot of diversity of things. I have like Pokemon cards, Legos, Funko Pops. I don't know, different things. What do you collect specifically?
I do a lot of like horror figures, like I have horror action figures and stuff
I
like
can
that.
see
So I have
it.
a lot of that, statues, things like that. So it's a lot of horror related stuff. But I do have some Funko Pops. I have a lot of statues from like sideshow collectibles
Okay,
and NECA. I like a lot of the NECA figures. So yeah, I'm a big collector myself. So we're kindred spirits, Brandon.
man, it's nice. No, your room looks amazing, man. Congrats.
I love it. I love it. Well, obviously, man, I appreciate you taking time. Big fight coming up now. At this matter, just days away. How, like, in terms of timing? Obviously, you had a big win earlier this year. Were you hoping to get back sooner? Was this just the kind of the way things worked out?
Man, I mean, I tried to fight in June. I tried to fight in September, but nothing was like in the same page, talking about like opponents or opportunities, whatever. So the opportunity jumped until December. Uh, I tried to be more active this year, but man, it is what it is. I had a nice performance in March, and I'm trying to find the next one this December 6th.
What did you make of Tatsuya Taira as the opponent? Obviously, another top ranked guy. His only loss came to Brandon Royval in a very, very close fight. Obviously, he bounced back with a big win in his last one. So, how familiar were you with him when you got that name?
Yes, I mean, I think right now the problem with Tatsuro is he's young and he's excited and he's full of energy and he's hungry, right? Because he's trying to make a name by himself. So uh, what I'm bringing against him is my experience. I definitely have more experience than him. More experience in main cards and whatever. So, man, I'm excited. I'm super excited because even when I know I'm the oldest fighter of the fight, I still feel very very hungry. I still feel very young, and man, and I definitely know I'm gonna get this victory and fight for the title soon.
Be honest, Brandon. It's a little weird now in your career to be the older guy because you are always the younger guy. Now you're the older guy to touch the attire.
Yeah, it's that is weird, man. Yeah, it's weird because like you're saying right now, like before it was the younger fighter, right? The baby assassin trying to get the opportunities. Now I'm watching like Tatsuro Taira, Joshua Ban, all the new names of the division, trying to make a name by themselves. So it's just excited. I'm super excited, and obviously, if Tatsuro thinks he's gonna win just because he's younger than me, like this is not the case.
You know what I realized, Brandon, getting ready to talk to you today? I think, unless I'm wrong, is this your first 3 round fight in like 5 years? Isn't it? That's a
Brother,
long time.
brother, my last 3 rounds fight was November 2020 against Brandon Roybal, the first match. After that was Figueredo, was Pantoja, Kaikara France. Main events, co-main events, five rounds each. Man, it's weird. It's weird because my I try to put a mindset where I have to be more quick in my decisions. You know, when you are in a five rounds fight, you have more time. You have two more rounds and start to get your distance going, blah blah blah. But now I have just three rounds to make everything faster. So I have to be ready faster.
I mean, obviously the cardio and conditioning are going to be there because you've been training for 5 rounds for the last 5 years. But like, do you have to kind of approach your game plan and say, I have to remind myself I only have 3 rounds to work?
Yes, I mean, my mentality is like even when I'm fighting in main events or co-main events for titles, whatever. My mindset has been always trying to throw everything since the first round. You know, obviously I'm trying to manage my cardio and whatever, but when you have enough cardio, you're not thinking to manage your decisions. You're just doing what you need to do. So now I have to take advantage of that. Like I mean, the cardio, I know, like you're saying, like the cardio is not gonna be a problem for this one. Just the decisions, just the rhythm and the acting in the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, listen, I don't like to get too much into game plan and strategy. It's kind of dumb to ask you what you're going to do in a fight. And I think, Brandon, you're one of the most well rounded guys in the flyweight division, but I don't think it's any secret that Taira's game is wrestling. He likes to wrestle, he likes to get guys to the ground. I'm curious, when you fight an opponent who you kind of have an idea what they want to do, like he wants to grapple you, I'd be shocked out of my mind if he doesn't try to grapple you. Does it make it easier or harder when you prepare for a guy like that who is certainly not one dimensional, but you kind of know what his main game plan is?
I mean, when that happens, it's kind of easy because like you said, like you know what he's trying to do, but at the same time you are trying to watch all the details. You know, you have to be focused on details to try to make a specific game plan against your specific opponent. Like at the end, I know Tatsuro, like I say, he's young and he's full of energy, but he's brave. He can throw punches. He's not afraid to throw punches against you. I saw that against Brandon Royval. But at the end, his main goal is to take your back. No, I mean, I don't think it's a secret for anybody here. So that's why I'm very open talking about that. So with that being said, like I put a lot of focus in the little details, you know, in the little things Tatsuro has been doing in his career. So so I'll be prepared.
And obviously, I mean, this is a big fight. I don't know if it even matters to you, obviously, but it is kind of cool. I always like when they have a big fight from the division where the title fight's also on the card. So obviously, you're going to fight Taira, and then right after, we're going to get Pantoja and Van. Do you like having like your fight on the same card as the title fight? Because let's be honest, Brandon, we kind of got to look at this as a number one contenders fight, right? Like that's kind of got to be it.
Man, it has to, right? Like, I mean, obviously, next after my fight, next week is gonna be Manel against Brandon Roybal. Brandon coming from a loss against Joshua Van. I don't feel like if he wins, he's gonna get the opportunity again. So maybe Manel winning, he can raise his hand and say, "Hey, maybe I deserve it." But man, I feel very optimistic. I feel very positive. I really believe getting this victory this December 6th, I'm gonna get the fight for the title. I mean, I'm just trying to be focused on Taira. It's nice. I think it's nice for the flyweight division to get this kind of moments where the division is moving. You know, like the title fight, then a number one contender fight. It's super good just for the other fighters who are trying to make the opportunity in the future themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Can I ask? Because I remember, obviously, your last two wins, big wins over Amir Albazi and Steve Erceg. But I know coming out of that Brandon Royval fight, you had taken a break, and I've heard you say very openly, like you were thinking about retiring. Can I ask? Now it's beyond that. Now you're literally one fight away from fighting for the title again. But like, how close were you to actually retiring when that whole thing happened?
Man, it's sometimes it's just crazy how life works, right? Man, I was this close to retire. I was this close to it. I feel so stressful. I feel mentally and physically tired of all the responsibilities. Like the people sometimes don't realize. And all my respect to other fighters who can support all these things. But man, like I'm the I was the champion of the country, super important country like Mexico, with so many people. Like it was a really huge responsibility. I was super stressful and tired. But man, I just needed a little time off, just a little bit, just a few months to spend time with my family out of the gym, be with my daughters, be with my wife, and spend time together, and start to miss again those moments in the gym, those moments where when I was in the grind with my training partners, and I feel it, and I feel, and then in that moment was when I really realized that was the thing I really love. And I came back, and man, the fight against Amir Albasi, masterpiece, and the fight against Erceg, I tried to be more strategic because Erceg is really good with the counter punching. So I tried to be more carefully, but man, was a really good victory.
Yeah, very dominant as well. And it's kind of crazy you mentioned that because we always ask the question, like, how much does life change when you become a champion? But you had a whole other kind of pressure on you because you represent Mexico. You are a hero to the Mexican people. And you think about, like, George St. Pierre when he was around in Canada, like, he was Canada. When you think of Canada, you think of George St. Pierre. When you think of Mexico, you think of Brandon Moreno. And I'm sure that's a lot of pressure, right? Like, when the entire country is, like, on your back.
Yeah, man, and trying to look back at my career, like I think one of the things that I'm trying to chase right now is be more consistent in my performances, because I think that's why I lost my title. So my main focus is to get the title back and be consistent in my career. Get the opportunity to get to take advantage of my all my experience, to support more the responsibility. To get to accept the responsibility. But man, like you say, like all the pressure, all the things, everything, how everything changed after the title was like impressive.
And with that being said, now you took your little break, you came back, now you got 2 wins in a row. Do you feel like I guess the best word is like reinvigorate or re-energize because it sounds like you were ready to go back out there and get your title back.
Yes, man, 100%. Like I don't have too much to say about it. Like I think the people can see it. Like my performance against Amir, my performance against Ersic. Uh, I don't know, man. I don't actually. That's it. I don't have like any more comment. Like I feel full of energy right now.
Can I ask? Obviously, you've got an interest in the title fight between Alexandre Pantoja and Joshua Van. I think a lot of people are picking Pantoja to win. He's been very dominant and a great champion, obviously. Do you lean one way or the other in that fight? And is there a small part of you that's like you kind of hope Pantoja because I'm sure you'd like to take the title from him? I mean, I have to imagine it'd mean a little bit more to take the title, from him.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to. I would love to get that revenge against Pantoja for sure. But obviously the main goal is to get the title. That's my only goal right now. Trying to watch and trying to watch the fight between them, between Pantoja and Ban. It's hard to be against Pantoja for all the amazing victories he's getting in the recent times. But man, Band right now has a superpower, and his superpower is he's young. He doesn't care. He's just fighting. He's just motivated and happy to fight, and that man is super dangerous for Pantoja. So let's see what happened at the end. When Band fought against Brandon Royal, I thought Brandon Royal will win. But man, Ban looks impressive. This fight, I think I'm going with Pantoja, but I mean, be careful with Ban.
Absolutely. And listen, I know you have a lot of experience with Pantoja, but I always remember when Max Holloway had a couple of losses to Alexander Volkanovski, and he just kept his head down, kept winning, and became undeniable. That was kind of his thing, become undeniable, and he got back in there. Do you kind of carry a similar mindset where it's like, I'm going to keep winning, and it's going to be undeniable to give me that title shot?
Yes, man. Like the situation with the belt started to get more complicated after my loss against Roybal. So I tried to put a mindset where, like you say, like I just need to win. I just need to get fights, win those fights, and just be always there in front of the line for the title.
Yeah, I know. I mentioned obviously like how much Mexico loves you as their champion. I'm curious, like obviously when the UFC goes to Mexico, they always try to headline with obviously you and Yair and Alexa, the fighters who are very famous in Mexico. Do you enjoy that? Because I know some fighters are like it's fun one time, but I don't want to do the home fights all the time because there's so much that goes along with that. Like you're doing all the media and like a million interviews. Like are you hoping to do more fights in Mexico, or is it like one every now and again?
Nah, I mean, obviously, I want to keep fighting in Mexico. Obviously, it's not too funny to be in all this media stuff all the time. It's hard, man, and man, again, we go back with the responsibility, right? But man, I mean, I just love to keep building something in Mexico in mixed martial arts. Like make UFC watch Mexico as a potential market for mixed martial arts in the future. I mean, I already they're doing an amazing job. Like going like every year now with events. Maybe we're gonna have two events in Mexico in 2026, hopefully, and nothing, man. Like just build more opportunities for the younger fighters.
Absolutely. And I know you said, I want to be clear, you're only focused on Tatsuya Taira, but can I ask, like, having gone through what you went through after the Royval fight, taking some time off, kind of reflecting, then coming back, would you say you're better suited now to be champion? Like you have a better idea of what that means because you said like how much pressure that comes along with that and the expectation and stress. Like if you like, let's say you go out and beat Tatsuya Taira, you get your title shot. Do you feel like you are better ready for all that now, having gone through it before?
Hopefully, brother. Let's figure out later, man. Let's figure out later because man, it's always different. I mean, even when you have the experience and even when you have an idea of what is can come in the future, something change. So, man, I just trying to be positive. I will try to be just ready for whatever it happens and get the victory. First of all, get that victory, beat Tatsuro Taira, and then be there on front row for the fight for the title.
Is there any chance you're planning on weighing right at 125 pounds just in case? Because like you know how they like a lot of times they do these big fights when there's a title fight just in case something weird happens. I mean I don't wish any ill will on anyone, but I mean we just saw it last week with a heavyweight fight in Qatar. Somebody fell out the day like 2 days before the fight.
Yeah.
Is there any party that's like maybe I'll just weigh 125 just in case?
Yeah, why not? Like, yeah, it's always a possibility, right? No, you never know with in weight cuts, something can happen. To be honest with you, I'm super focused with Tatsuro, and more because like Pantoja and Van normally they don't have like problems with the scale, you know. So, but I mean, yeah, I mean, normally I do 125 anyway, so I'll be just there.
Yeah. So before I let you go, Brandon, obviously I mentioned you have an incredible collection. I'm curious, like when you win a big fight, you get a bonus, whatever it is. Do you treat yourself? Like, do you go out afterwards? Like, now I got to buy myself something cool. Like, do you allow yourself that?
Brother, brother, and more because Christmas is coming. So Christmas is coming. I'm gonna treat myself in a good way. I'm gonna get some goodies, some Pokemon cards, and see what happens. But just keep growing that collection.
Yeah, and obviously you get to have a nice holiday with the family because you're fighting in early December, which I'm sure is nice, right?
Yes, man. Uh, 2022, 2023, and 2024. I fought January, and February. Like man, I was on holidays and full diet. Was destructive, was terrible. But finally, this time I'm gonna fight in December, December 6th, one day before my birthday. So the plan is to get that victory and next day celebrate with my family.
Well, happy early birthday. Now, I got real
Thank you,
quick. I
bro.
know I'm this is the most dangerous question I'm going to ask you before we get out of here because you're already in fight mode. when you go out there, you win, you beat Tatsuya Taira. What is your celebration meal? Like, what is the big meal you always want to have after you fight? Like, you celebrate.
Wow. Man, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's gonna be easier this time because I'm fighting in Las Vegas. You know, I have almost 5 years living here, so I know the good spots. So I was trying to get some Mexican food, some pizza, some hamburgers. Obviously, I'm in the city I'm living, so I know where I can get some good things. So I will.
I love it. Well, Brandon, I can't wait for this matchup. I think it's a tremendous fight. It's good to see you back in action. I can't wait to see you back in there next weekend. I really appreciate the time and look forward to seeing you back UFC 323.
Let's go, man. Super excited, man.